Take a look at this, RC drivers. Axial has added another SCX30 to the lineup, this time a Chevrolet K10. And this thing is looking pretty sweet, available in 2 different colors, still completely ready to run for $100, $99.99. And this thing's got Interco Super Swamper tires on all 4 corners. All right, let's get into it. I got everything out of the box, and I'm gonna reveal what accessories come with the K10. The other 2 SCX30s had different parts. So you get the assembled truck, batteries already installed, you get the Spectrum SLT2 radio system, you get a USB charger, instruction manual, quick start guide, parts guide, some decals, and now on to the accessories. So you get the sideboards with this one. That's pretty cool, along with a mini screwdriver. Looks like you get some extra wheel nuts and screws. And this bag here, this looks like some additional marker lights and Chevy emblems. So you could swap it out between red, yellow, black, blue. And this is pretty cool, guys. Check this out. You get to throw some stacks into the bed if you want to. So let's check out the K10 body, which I really like. This SCX30 bumps it up in the detail department. This is almost static model quality here. So it has a molded grille and it has LED lights installed from the factory, chrome bumper, and chrome everywhere actually. Roll bar, mirrors, door handles, fuel tank cap, even all the bezels around the lights. This thing looks pretty sick. And they gave us tinted windows, which a lot of people should appreciate. And what they'll appreciate even more is obviously no body clips on this one. It has their snap-in body clip system, so you just pop off the front here. The back slides right out. You don't have to worry about wires inside the body like you do with some other vehicles. The lights are secured to the chassis. And since we got the body off, we can check out the SCX30 chassis. It's a 1-piece composite chassis. It's got a bunch of holes on the side so you can move the shock mounting locations. The location for the rear shock is a little bit different than the other 2 SCX30s out there. Here is where your battery goes on this side tray, and it's got a simple elastic strap to hold it down. There's your front body mount and there's your rear body mount. But I just noticed something, guys. This has an extra set of LED lights on it. That's pretty awesome. So you got 4 in the front, 2 in the rear. Those should light up whatever trail that you're on. Now let's check out the suspension. So below, we've got 4-link in the front, 4-link in the rear with metal pivot balls, which we saw before, high clearance links in the rear, stuff that we like. And then they have the 28mm shocks on this. So on the Bronco and the Jeep, those were 25mm. So these are a friction shock, and although they don't seem too bouncy right out of the box, you can go throw a little dab of grease in there if you want to add a little bit more friction to it. Into the driveline, so this has a worm gear center transmission, a couple transfer gears inside, and ball bearings throughout, slider drive shafts down to the front and rear axles, and those have worm gears in it as well. So it's got a lot of mechanical drag brake, but this thing operates pretty smooth. And those gears inside the axles are metal ball bearings, and it's got the dog bone shafts in the front with the cups on the outside, so you get plenty of steering with this one. Although I wish they came out with CVDs. I guess that'll be an aftermarket option. These steering knuckles are pretty stout, and check out the steering links. They are composite, but they're actually pretty stiff. Look at this thing, I'm pushing on it. There's like no flex there. Let's get into the electronics. So it's got the SX112 steering servo, 65 turn motor. There's your 2-in-1 receiver speed controller combo. And again, they give you the battery pack. Little pro tip with the battery pack: when you take it out for the first time, do it very carefully. It sits in there really tight, and it's got these little tabs on it. You're going to want to cut those off. It's just going to make sliding the battery plug in and out much easier. And finally, guys, I know you've been eyeing it, the Super Swamper tires. These things look absolutely awesome. Sitting on these chrome retro wheels, they feel really soft, and they got a really light insert in there. I think they're going to grip pretty well, and they've got a 35mm outer diameter. Here's a quick size comparison with the Axial Chevrolets, the SCX30 K10, the SCX24 C10, and the SCX10 K10. And here's what the K10 looks like next to the Wrangler and the Bronco. Same wheelbase, slightly wider because of the wheel and tire combo, and just a little bit taller. Mountain Block's course to the rescue. It's been snowing outside, actually a little bit of rain as well, so we're just gonna have fun here on the course. I've been having a blast driving the Bronco on this, and let's see what we can do with the K10. So this is my start bridge here. Pretty much start every day on that spot and just head right up the hill. So I'm just gonna give it like 16 throttle. We got a nice forward progression with this. Truck's looking good, right? Just for fun, I want to show you guys how a stock SCX24 C10 handles that same incline. Here we go. Just got some low throttle, and I already have to add a little bit more now just to keep that forward progression going. A little tire slip. Adjust my line here, get some traction, find some traction, there we go. Still a little throttle input. Tire slip again, so I think that SCX30 right out of the box beats an SCX24. What do you think? Now we'll move on with the next test with the SCX30. I have to back it up because I gotta hit this just right or it's gonna tumble down this mountain sideways. Definitely made this course challenging. Let's take it nice and smooth. Look at the throttle control on that, nice. Oh, a little slide in the rear. Had that rear tire up too. All right, now this truck, it's a little bit higher, so I'm noticing a little bit more roll than when I'm using my Bronco on the course. Come back down, look at that, we made it. This is where I gotta finish off the course. I'm thinking of adding some rock there, just so I can make that corner. I just wanna go back through here first, through some of the mounds and moguls so you can see the suspension work. We gotta straddle this first mound here. Working that suspension. Now up this climb, back it out a little bit. I already know I'm not on the right line. A little bit of wheel up in the air. Come on, buddy, you can do it. There we go. Now I gotta take this wide. Actually kind of have to touch that outer wall, and there we go. It'll roll if I'm just like a quarter of an inch off over there. Over the bridges, drop it down through here. My wife loves this storage tower here. She thinks it's some sort of Star Wars setup. I guess it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Now we'll just go through some more mounds. Look at that chassis, just rocking back and forth. Suspension working through the underpass. Check out those lights, guys. Oh. And that typically happens there. Can I save it? Can I save it? There we go. I don't know, I gotta back it out. This course is definitely challenging. Oh, bound up the drive line a little bit. All right, we're back at it. I think we gotta go through some more tunnels. So let's just go straight through here, back in through these tunnels. Look at that. Love that. Got the SCX24 out again. Just want to run it through the moguls here. It's got to do a little bit better because of its size. Had to add a little bit of throttle in to get it through that. Now we'll go up the incline. And this could definitely use some better tires. And let's see, we'll transition it over through here. That was a little bit easier. We'll finish with a climb back up the mountain. This spot here, these rocks are a little bit tougher. And I think for a stock truck, guys, just as capable as the others, just gotta eye your lines a little bit more because those taller shocks, look at that. And if anybody was wondering what the Proline Aztec tires look like on this truck, there you go. Those black rims look pretty sick with the black body. And check this out. Looks like we got plenty of clearance in the fender wells. Let's just run it up the final incline here. And these have some traction too. Man, this truck looks pretty awesome. I think the verdict is another sweet addition to the SCX30 lineup. Are you gonna add one to your collection? Let me know in the comments. And you can find links for this in the video description.